1, 2, 1, 2, 2, check, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Turn the headphones up, Ali. 1, 2. You mix with Dre, right? Turn the headphones up.
When the whole world see you as Pac reincarnated, that's enough pressure to live your whole life sedated. Find the tallest building in Vegas and jump off it. But I can never rewrite history in a coffin. So I'm talking to God, can you wash all these demons off me?
What up, Buzz fam? We back on another Beers and Bars video. I'm Casey.
Court.
Yo, we got K-Dot back on the track.
So we got the Heart Part 3, though, you know, so we're going down the K-Dot, we're going down the Eminem journey and stuff like that, though, you know, so we're trying to get through all of these hearts and all of that, you know, so obviously I've heard, you know, being, you know, the Dot fan and everything, you know, so, you know, we taking Casey on the ride here, you know, with this.
Indeed,
so.
We are, and I like the way that he comes in talking about being compared to Pac reincarnated is enough weight to put on you to make you want to be sedated for the rest of your life. That's the truth, right? And I think that that's something that we continue to do more and more to younger and younger people, which is probably not fair to them. We do it especially in sports.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right?
Like we're talking about like the next.
Yeah, you're gonna,
you know,
like it's like you're the rookie year, and it's like you're gonna be the next Tom Brady. You're gonna be the next this, and that. And I'm like, brah, this dude hasn't even played 6 games. You talking about somebody who played 20 years? What?
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
though.
that's some crazy talk, right?
Definitely, y'all. You know, but hey, but I'm also, you know, I'm pretty interested about this. Like this. All right. So with the first couple hearts or whatever, you know, hey, they were just drops or whatever, like in between, you know, on projects that he had though, you know, but this specific one was dropped, like no kidding, I think probably like a couple days or like a week before his breakout Good Kid, Mad City album came out though, you know.
Okay.
So like this was like right around the time like where Dot was getting all the buzz, like where, you know, like the ASAP Rocky and Drake, you know, like the fucking Problem song came out and everything, and you know, and just like all the other stuff that he had, like the Game feature and everything. So it was just like the buzz was like there, and it's just like, you know, this, you know, drops right here, and it's a pretty good, you know, story. But hey, but like we're about to get into it.
Let's do it, Buzz fam. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Yep. Make sure to join the Buzz fam by hitting the subscribe button. Let's do it.
Pressure to live your whole life sedated. Find the tallest building in Vegas and jump off it. But I can never rewrite history in a coffin. So I'm talking to God, can you wash all these demons off me? This last year been quite similar to a Lear. Control my own destiny, only rapper that steers. A G5 G's give high fives to me and say, Kendrick, just persevere. The presence of being real.
Did this dude just do the Aaliyah thing with the G5? Was she in a G5 when they crashed? Yeah.
So like they were in a private jet. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And then like the whole thing, you know, like with the yeah, man, just like with jumping off of the building and everything, man. I don't know. I mean, like I remember like around this time too was when Absol's, you know, girlfriend, you know, like took her own life and everything too. You know,
yeah,
and it's like I think he talks about this like in the song too as well though, you know, which like all of them were all like super duper close, man. Yeah.
5 G's give high fives to me and say, Kendrick, just persevere. The presence of being real. As I lay in this 4-corner room staring at candles, thinking how can I make an example for this generation of Compton. My biggest fear is not feeling accomplished. I turn it back to that same accomplice. My past life was a child with no act right, trying to smile in a room where killers turned into a crash site. Influenced by niggas that spoke the gang culture fluent, assuring that some blossom early and some truant. Thank God for the album I idolize. It's dark and plus hell is hot. That's the start of this crazy ride.
Yes.
Dark and hell is hot.
Yes. Yeah, so, and I'll say that too. I remember, you know, like he was just like on rap, just to rap or whatever, you know, and like without purpose, you know, but as soon as he heard the DMX album, he said, like, that's when he really just started just going off. And like, I remember him saying, he's like, man, I must have killed like 50 people in that, you know, like I'm in those bars, and like I must have like flipped like 1,000 keys of cocaine or whatever, you know, because of just like, he was just kind of just like
writing just to kind of
just like right, and you know how like people were on that old Cap stuff though, you know, saying that like they're doing this like when they really weren't though, you know. So it's just like kind of like he started just kind of like write just to write, and then it kind of like shifts to like where he started writing with purpose, and I think that's like where the comparisons to Pac comes in though, you know, talking about real things, real life and stuff like that. Pac talked about real life. Dot's talking about real life and everything though, you know. So I think that those things kind of like relate in a way though, you know.
Okay.
Thank God for the album I idolize. It's dark and plus hell is hot. That's the start of this crazy ride. Two young niggas, me and Dave inside the garage. I thought we was Jay and Dame. That's the lane that we tried to drive. Truthfully, I just started rapping to get away. I never thought that your favorite rapper would won a verse. My nigga got hit 25 times with a K. Make the decision, ride the beat or ride in the hearse. Now Punch is my mentor. Top Dog is the coach. J-Rock is my older brother. I was there when he wrote his name on.
Dang, bro.
Damn. Dude, and just with that, man, like talking about, you know, just like being like young people, you know, at home or whatever, Dave Free, you know, and Dot, you know, like thinking about the dream. They listen, like we're gonna create this big thing or whatever, though, you know. So like the whole Jay and Dame, you know, comparison, like with Dame Dash and Jay-Z and everything, you know, like the whole Rockefeller, you know, man. And then talking about Punch, you know, which is like the president of Top Dog, of course. You know, and then Top Dog actually kept J-Rock, Absol, Schoolboy Q, and Dot, you know, from the streets and told them, look, you're getting in the booth. Like, you ain't hanging out with these people. You know, you're going into the booth.
And that's what I think is cool, because he's like, I never thought my favorite rappers would want a verse, right?
Yeah.
And like, it's cool because like, this is like, you can tell that he's writing this as like the major turning point, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the turning point in which like, okay, people know who I am now, and like I'm starting to make it, and like people are listening to my music and that kind of thing. He's like, no, this is the turning point in which the artists that I look up to want to work with me, right? This would be like, it's your second or third year, you're like CD Lamb, right? And now like the people you've been watching play or this or that, like now they're coming up to you, shaking your hand after the game and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, I've been watching you for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, man, because like if you think with this though right here, you know, like the game, you know, had him on the feature, you know, before this album came out.
Yeah.
You know, ASAP Rocky, you know, with the Freaking Problem song. You know, Drake had him on his Buried Alive song, you know, so like it was just like quite a few people out there, you know. Lady Gaga had him on a song.
Right.
I'm like, it was just like a lot of stuff happening before though.
Going
you know?
on,
So it's
25 times with a K. Make the decision, ride the beat or ride in the hearse. Now Punch is my mentor, Top Dog is the coach, J-Rock is my older brother. I was there when he wrote his name on his record deal. We had figured the coast would live on a pedestal once the shit hit the stove. Found ourselves scrambling, trying to figure it out. Soul told me that the record shop about to go on the drought. Q ain't got a place to stay, about to sleep on the couch. We eating off each other, trade the dollar menu amount.
Dude, talk about that, man. That shit is hunger, man. That's hunger. Like all four of them just like kind of struggling and everything.
You ain't got a place to stay. He's sleeping on the couch. We on the dollar menu. We doing this whole thing. And
man.
You
Talk about that hunger, man.
You know what's crazy to me? Like, because of this channel and because like, especially you showing me like K-Dot a lot more, because like obviously I knew who he was or whatever. But Schoolboy Q, especially when we did the Blue Lips album, like, I never realized how much Schoolboy Q I used to listen to. I never realized that's who it was. Like, I was like going back, I'm like, I'm just gonna listen to, like, I just put Schoolboy Q like playlist on, right? And like I'm running, I'm like, wait, I know this song. Like, I know this song. I know. Like, wait, all these are Schoolboy? I'm like a fucking undercover fanboy over here. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
I had no idea.
Definitely, man. Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
You ain't got a place to stay, about to sleep on the couch. We eating off each other, trade the dollar menu amount. Meanwhile, the coast going hard at each other. The younger rappers had wanted some of the OG's comfort, but I ain't need it. I never screamed out the New West, I didn't believe it. They broke each other down, I was planning out my achievements. I need to separate myself to stand out. I need a better way to take your fans now. I need to kill you motherfuckers dead. Yellow tips ain't at your head. I be damned if the chopper jam now. And we never ask for no handout. doubts in the midst of it all. I recall a call when you said how we can never resolve in the Hall of Fame. And I went to trial with a pipe and rifle. I play the game as I play and blow.
Yo,
Man, come on, man. How do you not feel what the pain? I'm like the pain that this dude's going through right now, man.
That's crazy, dude.
Damn.
That is
it's
crazy.
just like, and then like that turning point though, you know, how do I separate myself from everybody else? You know, how do I make myself, you know, that guy and everything, man? And just, you know, just like, hey, listen, like this game is going to be mine. I'm going to like,
I'll tell you how you do it. You diss Drake. you want to know the secret to the? You want to know the secret code?
Find the biggest bully. You know,
you find the biggest bully on the mountain and you knock him out.
Yeah.
The only way you can get bigger from here is if you took down M.
Yeah, man. But
I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I don't see that ever happening.
Yeah.
But you know what was cool about this verse?
Mm-hmm.
You remember what's his name over in Ghana?
Lyrical Joe.
Lyrical Joe. So Lyrical Joe, and one of his in one of the songs we checked out, I'm pretty sure it's one of his birthday tracks, right? 5th of August or whatever. He has a verse that is almost identical, like not like what he's saying. He has his own words.
Yeah.
But delivery and style and sound, he does this.
Yeah.
Which is super cool and paid mad homage to, which I didn't realize at the time when I was listening to Lyrical Joe that he did that. Yeah. But now that I hear this back, I'm like, Lyrical Joe, because I heard that first, right? Did this and paid mad homage. Like that's super cool that you have other artists like that are super lyrical, right? Like coming out and like and coming and like putting that kind of work in.
Hell yeah.
And that's real cool.
And we never asked for no handouts in the midst of it all. I recall a call when you said how we can never resolve in the Hall of Fame. And I went to trial with a pipe and rifle. I play the game as I play and blow. Holla back at me, nigga. And if they said that I'm the one, why you asking me, nigga? Cause when the whole world see you as Pac, reincarnated, enough pressure to make you just open the book of David and pray to God that you make it or live your life in the matrix. Cause falling off is a sickness. I heard that it's quite contagious. I need to separate myself to stand out.
Hold up a second.
It's a sickness, I heard that it's quite the whole world see you as Pac, reincarnated, enough pressure to make you just open the book of David and pray to God that you make it or live your life in the matrix. Cause falling off is a sickness, I heard that it's quite contagious.
Because falling off is a sickness I heard that it's quite contagious.
Yeah, man. And then like we've seen it though, you know, which is like people come in on the scene and then just fall into the wayside, man.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I was just thinking because it's just happenstance right now, Buzz fam. Complete like coincidence. But we just listened to J. Cole's Fall Off track because he announced the fall off. And then I was thinking, I was like, man, like because of like now, like fast forward, because I don't this was like 10 years ago, 13 years ago, something like that. Like fast forward all this time.
Yeah.
Right. And you got the fall off dropping, and now they were beefing a little bit 2 years ago and all this kind of stuff. And he's like, the fall off is quite contagious, right? And it kind of can happen to like anybody. It's like it can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Like he I don't know if that's like just the way like, nah, it's just too much coincidence.
Yeah.
See you as Pac, reincarnated, enough pressure to make you just open the book of David and pray to God that you make it or live your life in the matrix. Cause falling off is a sickness, I heard that it's quite contagious. I need to separate myself to stand out. I need a better way to take your fans now. I need to kill you motherfuckers dead. 3 hollow tips aimed at your head. I'll be damned if the chopper jam now. And we never asked for no handouts. I take you back to that pack of Black and Milds in my hand now.
That's the best use of I would be damned.
Yeah, man.
The best use. Because everybody be like, I'll be damned if right? Like,
yeah, man. But I would say this though, you know, dude, that is probably like the smoothest takeover from somebody though, you know. It's just like how Absol just comes in and just repeats what Dot said like before, but I'll be damned to the chapter, you know, and it's like he comes in and just like says his like part of the verse, man. That was just like the smoothest, you know, look.
Handoff.
Yeah,
no,
man.
No, totally, you're right
Yeah.
on that. But what I think is really cool about that, those like couple of lines, a couple of bars, whatever, is that he's talking about aiming at everybody and taking them out, right? But then he is coming in and saying like, I'm like using hollow tips at your head now. Like he's like, I ain't pulling no punches, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I would be damned, right, if the chopper jams now.
Yeah.
But chopper could be a gun, obviously, right? But like the chopper flow, right, is also like a rap term in which like I'll be damned if like I like get like writer's block or like I can't chop it up the way I'm doing right now, right? Like, and that's like intricate levels of like I'd be damned if that chopper.
Yeah, man, and that's just like how them dudes, are though, And I remember Dot saying though, it's just like when he was coming up though, he was looking up to Absol, and of course like J Rock was, like the big brother though, and everything like that, man. But it's just like, he was talking about, how Absol could just, like he just like that dude though, And I remember Absol on the soul like calling himself, like when he was on like the big boy in the neighborhood, like he was like, yo, man, they just call me KRS2 or whatever though, because like here's one. I was just like, I was like, ooh. I was like, dope, man. But yeah, man. Anyway.
That's wild. KRS2. Damn, okay.
In the midst of it all was cooking and potting pans out. Looking forward as four was forced to form a new clan now. Fast forward as I wait in line for this passport. The homies was still poor, but working the Jansport.
Whoever thought that Rosenberg mentioned me to Drake. Even Vanessa from Double XL that told him breastplate. And there goes my fate. Now I'm on the stage with Snoop. Gave me the torch and I ran with it in high pursuit. Rap with my forefathers, even wreck it with God got two.
And that right there, that was a crazy moment, man. I saw
when he handed the torch.
Yeah, man. And it's like I remember seeing, a YouTube video about that, man. And it's just like how I'm like you could tell like I'm a humble dude, versus somebody who's just like it's just like when Snoop and the Game were on stage and like they told him, look, man, this is yours now. You're gonna blah 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 blah, right? And it's just like Kendrick breaks down in tears because like he's like happy as hell, that one of his legends, people that his pops listen to, people, yeah, man. And it's just like it was like I'm really cool though because it's like he's like he's humbled by it though, like he's just like wow, like you chose me, kind of, So I thought that was pretty cool to see that though.
No, and the more that I'm seeing K-Dot like right and listening to his music and his lyrics and all this kind of stuff, like as you've presented to me the channel and all that kind of stuff, I will say that I am extremely impressed, and I always knew that he was super good, right? Like I always knew that he had it like that. The thing that gets me, like, and I just don't get like why, but like I really like what he's doing with this, but I don't like particularly the way it sounds. But at the same time, I'm very impressed by what he is doing. And it's kind of like the only like analogy that I could give is if like for you, if I was sitting here right now being Patrick Mahomes, you know what I mean? Not this year, because you guys are doing good this year. But like in like the last 5 years, right? It's like you can be impressed and give props where props are due, right? Like you can still not be like, I ain't messing with you, bro, because you keep wrecking me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you can understand like the greatness that is, right? Like that, and a lot of people have that for like Tom Brady, right?
Yeah,
or
man.
Michael Jordan or LeBron or
like
anybody like
hate you, man, but you the GOAT.
Right. Like
ain't nobody gonna deny you. Ain't nobody ever gonna deny you.
And
I hate you.
And I don't hate Kendrick, right? But it's just like some of his songs, I'm just like like I get it. Like I get why you that dude, but at the same time, it's just like it doesn't hit me the same way some other artists hit me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair to say.
And it's like a weird thing because I'm like I hear like some of his songs do though, like DNA and some of the other ones, right? But like I'm just like, what? Why does some of the songs like resonate so much, and then some of them are like not? And it's very I don't know. like a good way to put it. Like I don't know how to like explain what that barrier is. I think you have the same thing for M.
Yeah,
right?
man, I do, man. I have, man, I do have that. I'm same thing for him, man. It's just like, I mean, like he's like the best lyricist on the planet, though. However, it's just like we already talking about though. Like there's about like 2 albums that
that you
I will play
fuck
from
with
start
heavy.
to finish.
Yeah.
Like everything else is just like I'm gonna pick this song and that song, and
Right.
I'm gonna go about my day. But he's like the best lyricist on the planet.
Right.
Straight. I mean,
It's just not the sound that you want to hear, right? And that is kind of like different strokes for different folks or whatever. But like that's kind of like where I'm at with the K-Dot, because like I'm listening to this and I'm like, man, this is crazy, like intricate, like it's super dope.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm like, I look at the numbers on it and I'm like, I feel like I'm not the only one that feels that way, right? Because like K-Dot's got songs with 1 billion views, right?
Yeah.
And then K-Dot's got songs like this that are super intricate until it's all the life, right? But got 3 million views, like that.
Yeah, that's right. And it's just like the only heart that made it to 8 digits was the Heart Part 5, though. Like the video that he had, though. That was like the one that made it to 8 digits.
And and I mean, and that was more during an age of like everybody was already watching music videos and on social media and that kind of thing.
But like on this right here is like, hey, like the beginning, the start, hey, who's Kendrick, kind of,
right.
But yeah.
Gave me the torch and I ran with it in high pursuit. Rap with my forefathers, even wreck it with God got 2. Lyricist of the year, fuck am I supposed to do? Rock.
Laughing at you niggas out there who thought we was flukes. Exaggerated shit we rapped had came true. Thought I was aggravated, but one that had let me loose. I was honored, see they was haunted when Mike Jones didn't recoup.
Cool.
Mike Jones.
Cause niggas
Mike Jones.
That was dope though, so like remember how I'm talking about, how he was sitting there like when J-Rock got his deal and everything, right? And like I remember like J-Rock had Wayne on the album. He was, going to be, that next pioneer of the West Coast though, but it's just like, I don't know, like things didn't work out in certain ways or whatever. Yeah. And so it's like Warner like dropped him though, I remember like Mike Jones was out there like during the time, but when Mike Jones, fell to, keep everything going though, like it's kind of like an aha moment, for J-Rock,
Well, right, and it's the same kind of thing what he was saying earlier when he was talking about like people can fall off.
Yeah.
Right. It's like a disease you can catch. Like same kind of thing is like because Mike Jones was the hottest thing in the world for a hot minute. Yeah. Right. And then all of a sudden it's like, where's Mike Jones?
Yeah. It's like, who's Mike Jones? Just like the album title.
Like Mike Jones. And like there's so many like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Exaggerated shit we rapped had came true. Thought I was aggravated, but one that had let me loose. I was honored, see they was haunted when Mike Jones didn't recoup.
Cool. Cause niggas won't outdo us in the booth. Even when my album leaked, fans still buy it for proof. I came, I saw, I conquered. No shame, I blame all of this on God.
Still buy it for proof. Nah, bro. Nah. Ain't no way he did that. Damn. Okay.
Cause niggas won't outdo us in the booth. Even when my album leaked, fans still buy it for proof. I came, I saw, I conquered. No shame, I blame all of this on Compton. Thinking about when Shireen tried to set me up. Cold game full circle, they set up. I put my life in these 12 songs. My fight in these 12 songs. The fight to ignite every wrong and right that I prolong. The story, the short film, the glory of him and them. The worry of mothers that don't recover when babies killed. The trial and the tribulation.
So that right there, like he's already painting a picture for everybody, because because Good Kid, Mad City album was dropping that Friday, and so he's just like telling, hey, listen, like here's like the overall, like here's like the overview of what the album is going to be. It's a story about blah 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 though, and so. Shireen is like one of the characters that is in,
I got you.
That album and everything. That's like part of the story, and that really sets everything,
sets everything in motion. Kind of like it's a good like preview. Or,
And then I like how he says like the newer miseducation, because he's talking about Lawrence Hill's, like a miseducation of Lauryn Hill though, so it's like he's up saying, hey, listen, like this is like my version of it though, and it's like I went back to like listen to Lauryn Hill's album, and it's like she had those little skits in there too, just like how Dot had the skits in his album about like the talking and going back and forth and stuff like that, and other people talking, you know, around him, you know.
It's a very clever way to do it too, because like, had he not done this, some people could be like he's biting Lauryn Hill's style as opposed to paying homage from it, right?
Yeah.
Like, and to get ahead of that, like that's very like, it's a lot of like forethought to do, because like you're like, oh, I wanted to pay homage to like one of my favorite artists, Lauryn Hill,
and it wasn't even only that either though. It's just like that whole album is kind of like, you know, like you see the movie Pulp Fiction, you know how like the endings at the beginning and so on and so forth though, you know, so that's how the Good Kid, Mad City album is though, you know, it's just kind of like you have like the middle in the middle, you have the, you know, kind of like the end, you know, so yeah, man, but it's like really juggled up like that, man, but it's like a really good story, you know.
Yet him and them, the warrior mothers that don't recover when babies killed, the trial and the tribulation, the new and miseducation, the view of a body wasted, you knew somebody ain't make it, the angry, the adolescent, the reason I asked this question, will you let hip-hop die on October 22nd? Will you let hip-hop die on October 22nd?
Hella dope, man. It's just like, are you gonna tap into Good Kid, Mad City?
Tap in.
Are you gonna tap in? You know what I mean? I like that. Love that.
No, this is really cool. I'm glad that you put me on to like going down all the different hearts and whatever. Buzz Fam, you're gonna have to let us know like once we get done, because like what, there's only 5 hearts, right?
6
Is there
total.
6? Yeah, 6.
Like we already heard that. Yeah.
Once we get done with the hearts, obviously we're doing Eminem's Murder to Be Music by, or Music to Be Murdered by album. We're going through that simultaneously. We're trying to put some out like every week or two or whatever, as we can fit them in. But like we're having a lot of fun going back through and listening to some of like the different like songs and tracks and stuff like that. So if there's other things like this from like artists that have created like series and stuff like that, make sure to drop a comment down below. Let us know,
definitely,
because we're definitely trying to go back and peep some of the music that we've missed over the years, or that we didn't get like a full like digestion of, if you will.
Yep. So see you on the next. Peace.